think this is going to be the final video I do for this Azure Functions series, as I think that I have this working and I'm ready to go live. And as an experiment with it, I've turned it on, and hopefully this live stream, once the callback gets run by the webhook, will fire off all the pieces in succession and actually send out a tweet saying that I'm live. So there is a delay. There is a delay of a few minutes or so I've seen between the time when the stream goes live and when the callback is hit. And then there's obviously a few seconds of delay between when the callback is processed and when the tweet goes out. So just bear with me for a moment here. I'm watching the screen on this live for this is the Twitch webhook ingestion. This has the streaming log of it. This is for the second part of it, which is the Twitch stream notification. That's the one that's supposed to mux it out to the notification event handlers. And this is the Twitter event handler. And then I've got the PowerShell Live Twitter feed up so we can see if it actually makes it out there. So give this a few more seconds here. I'm not sure if their delay is intentional or if it's just delayed because there's so much activity or something like that. But my test last night, it was about 3 minutes or so after the stream went live. And it would make somewhat sense to not send out notification right away when a stream went live. Like if somebody actually started streaming and then stopped, that wouldn't be really eventful, right? By the time a notification would hit, the stream would be offline. So I guess waiting a little bit for a stream to be streaming makes some sense from a design standpoint. Or it just could be so busy with so many different ones that comes out, or it could be the delay between when you start streaming and when people can actually see you streaming on the site, because there's always a delay there. It's not instantaneous. Things have to buffer and all that kind of stuff. So hit the 3-minute mark and it still hasn't come through. Come on, man. I'm really wanting this to work. And there it is. So I didn't see it on here, but the tweet did go out. So that's good. I can live with this not logging properly. That's okay. It's the monitor on this. If I go to it to actually see when the logs are going, this is going to be 5 minutes behind, so I might not be able to see that, but maybe I got lucky here. Yeah, so this is the webhook coming in saying that I've gone live. So this is earlier from when Halbrad went offline. Chris went offline. It sends in an empty payload when that happens, and then when I come online, send in this. So we got this comes in. That's the JSON payload that we get. So maybe here on this monitor, I may be able to see the happenings for this. So this is the Twitch stream event handler, which just basically requeues. So it says that Twitter queue ad Marky Kraus type live started at blah blah blah. So then the next one is the Twitter event handler, and for the monitor there, hopefully this one shows up. Yep. So this is it. This is the tweet that it sent out, which we see this is what's there. And the published tweet is it's the tweet ID that I returned. So all of that is working. I did have to make a few adjustments, so I'll go over what those were, but moment of pause to just celebrate the fact that this is working and live. Okay, so what I had to do to change this, there were a couple of things. The unregistered Twitch stream, it turns out that you do have to pass the hub secret if you passed a hub secret in when you registered. And then you also have to pass a hub lease second. So it wasn't until I started actually passing these to the hub endpoint that it started to work, but there was more to it than that. So in addition to that, in the Twitch webhook ingestion function, I had to change it here to also do or unsubscribe on the hub mode. So if the hub mode was subscribe or unsubscribe, we need to return hub challenge. So it doesn't actually unsubscribe unless the webhook endpoint returns the challenge. So after I got that fixed, unregistering the options, unregistering the subscriptions all worked fine. So I was able to basically take all the subscriptions in. So I'm gonna do this live. This is gonna be fun. So I'm gonna get all of my subscriptions here, show them out. Thanks for the host. So these are the subscriptions that are now available. So what I can do with those now is I can actually pass all the subscriptions into this, and I do have to pass the web secret, but I don't want verbose. So let me see if I've got that down here. No. Oops. Oops. So I'm going to basically unsubscribe all of them right now. This will be fun. So those are all unsubscribed, and if I run this again to get subscriptions, there's no subscriptions. So that completely unsubscribed them all. So now I can just resubscribe everyone. And this time I want to actually set the max on that. So let me look up here. I think I have that documented in the, yeah, instead of going back to documentation, just get right out of here. For 10 days, register all these now instead of 24 hours because I'm ready to say this is live. I'm going to go ahead and run this. And now if I run this, I'll see that all of them are registered again. So on the callback, I don't know if this will show up or not because it takes time for that, but what this, no, wrong X. I can't see that, there it is. All right, try refreshing this here. Yeah, it's not there yet, but let me see if I can find one from earlier that I was working on. Yeah, let's see, it's a this was a subscribe. This one's a subscribe. Try to find one of the unsubscribes. Okay, so this is what it was sending. Whenever you try to unsubscribe, it hits the webhook and it sends this query string, and you have to reply with the same hub challenge that it sends in. So that's what I was missing to actually kill off the subscriptions. But now that that's in place, it's all working. I'm able to add and remove subscriptions at will. Whatever that double notification thing I was seeing yesterday, it hasn't resurfaced. I believe I might have subscribed to the topic twice with some different options, and that counts as two separate subscriptions. So it's possible that both of those subscriptions were causing two webhook callbacks to be done. But in any case, this is working. It's live. So now we should see on the PowerShell Live feed whenever one of our PowerShell Live streamers is going on. So the features that we could probably add for this is a mapping between the stream and the so the stream ID, their stream name, and the user's Twitter account if they have one, and that way it can actually @mention their Twitter account, and maybe we start using a hashtag PowerShell Live as well in there. So there's some improvement for the things on there. I don't think that there are a lot of interesting work really, so might not stream those, and I definitely won't put them as part of this series. It'll just be some one-off streams if I happen to stream them. But in any case, I'm happy with this. I'm saying that it's live now, and we can all start following this PowerShell Live Twitter account to see when people are going live from PowerShell Live. Anyways, thanks for watching this series, and I'm going to close this one out. Thanks.